Hi, I'm Bill Bradley. Join me for a recent excerpt of American Voices. If you've ever lost something of value, you understand what a difficult day it was recently for an airline passenger when she lost the diamond in her engagement ring. She landed at the Pittsburgh International Airport, got her luggage, and left to go home. When she realized that while the ring was still on her finger, the diamond was not. It was missing. Maintenance workers at the airport spent hours looking for the diamond. When one shift was over, another crew of maintenance workers kept on searching, and they eventually found it. With me today are some of the people who went out of their way to help a stranger find her diamond. Tom Reardon was in the Air Force and is now a stationary engineer and aircraft mechanic. And Steve Turkely is a technician and electrician at the Pittsburgh International Airport. Welcome to both of you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us about how you found out that the passenger lost the diamond in her ring. Tom, let's start with you.
I was a supervisor had reached out to me and had me go down to Claim B, Carousel B, which is an American Airlines carousel. And so I made my way down there, and the woman who lost her ring was on her knees with her cell phone, flashlight on her cell phone, looking for the diamond.
Huh.
I said, well, what did you lose? She said the diamond. She lost the diamond. And at this time, there must have been 2 or 3 dozen passengers waiting for their luggage. Carousel was moving. The belt coming down from the ceiling was moving. So luggage was dropping onto the carousel at the time. So I called the guys. I'm foreman on day shift here. So I called the guys that were with me. I called them downstairs. We got together and we said, look, let's find this diamond. So I hit the E-stop, which shuts the carousel down. We figured we'd shut it down momentarily. Maybe it might be lit, just sitting there on the lip.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't sitting on the lip. So we started the carousel up. The people got their luggage. You can open up the carousel.
What does that mean, open up the carousel?
At the top of the carousel, it looks like a floor. The carousel is about.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can walk on the carousel, open up the hatches, and go down inside. And inside are motors, gearboxes, anything that moving parts to keep that thing moving around.
Mm-hmm. And
it's also, there's a lot of dirt and debris down there over the years, and you can clean them out. It comes back. So we searched down there, and we were searching for about an hour and a half till about 1:45. Our shift ends at 2:00. So I assured her that the guys on second shift would find the diamond, and she was a little hesitant. She said, "Are you blowing smoke or not?" And I said, "Nope." I says, "I promise you, we'll have the guys in the afternoon find that."
What made you so confident?
Well, I was confident that the guys would look for it. Here in Pittsburgh, we have some good guys here working in our department, even at the airport. And all I can say is the guys that I know, there's a lot of empathy there in these guys.
Yeah, right. They're going to make the extra effort.
And exactly, they'll make the extra effort. And a lot of people would say, just for we looked for it, we couldn't find it. But no, that's not the case here.
So, Steve, do you have anything to add?
Basically, we looked for the diamond, I'd say approximately an hour and a half. We were pulling like debris out also from the outside, thinking maybe we would somehow snag it and, the diamond would pop out from underneath the carousel.
So your shift ends, another shift takes over, and the search continues, right?
Which continued, yes.
So somebody on that second shift found it. Where did they find it, and how'd you hear about it?
Well, they found the diamond pretty much exactly where she said she lost the diamond. She snagged that bag coming off the carousel and made her way home, noticed the diamond was missing, went back to the exact spot she thought she snagged it. We have our supervisor was down there, and he happened to tape 2 paint sticks together, give it to Sean Dempsey, who found the diamond, and said, "Look, this is exactly where, approximately where she said she lost the diamond. That's where Sean went in. He was way inside there, scraping the dust and dirt away from the L angles, which the conveyor wheels run on." Mm-hmm. And that's where he found that diamond. And Brad called her, said, "Look, I think he sent her a picture. Is that right, Steve? He sent her a picture of the diamond."
I
And
bet
but
you
she
never
came out.
forgot that picture.
Oh, I bet you she did. But I've never in my life seen a glow on a person's face and such happiness to find
Uh-huh.
that diamond.
So how many hours did you guys, your two shifts, spend trying to help a stranger?
3 hours, 3 hours,
Yeah.
2, 3 hours, I would
Yeah.
say.
2 or 3 hours.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what motivated you to care that much?
That could be your wife, my wife. It could be anybody. I've tried to put myself in their position and see how they feel. And to walk away with something lost, with that kind of a sinking feeling, I don't like that. I'd rather. I like seeing people with a big old smile on their face when they leave here.
So let's spend a moment talking about your jobs, in addition to being good Samaritans and helping people. Tom, what does a stationary engineer do? And what's the most challenging part of it?
Well, our day starts for it's a 6 to 2 day here at Pittsburgh Airport. As an engineer, we're an airline service technician, engineer, stationary engineer, and we maintain 7.5 miles of conveyor system in this airport.
Huh.
Anything that movable parts for baggage to go from landside where the passenger comes in, and it takes it all the way to airside, all the way up to where the airlines take their luggage off the carousel and then take them onto the airplane. So anything in between there, between the time the passenger comes in and time he leaves, is we're responsible for the equipment to get it there.
So what's the most challenging part?
the challenging. I'd say the challenging part is probably the grease sometimes, and some of this equipment. There's some equipment that's just naturally greasy from the moving parts, and having to tear something down and put it back together again. That can get challenging, and tedious too.
As I understand it, you have a second job as an aircraft mechanic. What kind of
I
things do you fix?
uh, my second, I worked that job part time to this job. This is my full time job.
Mm-hmm.
And so here at Pittsburgh International, we have a company called JetPro, which maintains all aircraft on Pittsburgh Airfield except mainline American Airlines. So we take care of Southwest, United, just about every airline that comes through here. And we do on-call maintenance. So if if you're sitting in your seat waiting and they're on a delay because of maintenance, it'll usually be us that shows up and we'll fix the problem. Either take care of what we can take care of, what the airline has us do for their airline. It's very rewarding. It's nice to see that airplane button up, close the doors, back off the gate, and on its way. And
I'll bet.
that's very rewarding to see that go.
Yeah, I'll
It
bet.
does.
But you were in the Air Force. Did you learn this in the Air Force?
I did. I was an aircraft mechanic on T-38 trainers. It was an ATC base and we trained all the Air Force pilots and pilots from other countries. We trained them there. It was very interesting. I don't think there was ever a dull moment in that job.
And Steve, what kind of things do you do at the airport as a technician and electrician?
Pretty much the same that Tom does. We maintain the Maggie system and also the jetways, the passenger boarding bridges.
So what's your favorite part of the job?
Pretty much troubleshooting different problems like throughout the belt system.
Right. That's always what's most interesting when you have a real skill. You like to have wrinkles thrown at you so you can solve the problems and keep yourself sharp.
Well, yeah, that and, try to, so you can stay sharp,
Yeah.
become more knowledgeable. Sometimes, it's an easy fix. Sometimes it takes a few hours to sort out.
So you both work at the airport. So what is it like working at an airport and seeing people who are moving, and some are exhausted and some are excited, going on vacation, or some are sad, going to a funeral or whatever? What's it like working at the airport?
I always say everybody that walks through these doors have a story to tell. No matter what, they, like you said, they're going someplace. They're doing something. Most people that you see come through this airport, majority of people, their eyes are wide open. It's almost like a new experience for most of them. Most of them had smiles on their faces coming through this airport.
Mm. Isn't it really interesting the way going to an airport, heading toward a plane that you're going to fly away to somewhere else makes you happy?
Oh yeah, I would say it's excitement. It's an exciting thing, and I don't care how many times you fly. You could have a business traveler goes. It's always an experience. I mean, you're always going to sit next to somebody different, or you're going to sit in the waiting area and you're going to sit with somebody. You're going to make eye contact with somebody. You're going to, somebody will shoot you a smile, or you'll bring up some interesting conversation. I think it's a great place where people get together, whether they talk or not. It's just that, you're together, it seems like. And I think I've been at this airport since '89, Pittsburgh Airport since '89. Seen a lot of people come through the doors here, and I've never seen anybody nasty come through here. All honesty, but it's interesting to watch people come through and know that they're on a journey to see, like you said, hopefully something good. But yeah, like you said, I've seen caskets come off airplanes from the military, and they're really sad. And and all the airport workers around stop what they're doing. I mean, all of them stop what they're doing when they see that happen. When you see a military personnel come off that airplane.
Yeah, that means a lot. I'm sure that means a lot to the military, that people will give them that respect and attention. Mm-hmm. So, Steve, what's it like for you working at an airport?
Well, it's challenging. It's challenging sometimes because you never know what you're walking into. If you never know if something's broken or what you're going to get into that day.
And do you ever have the feeling that you're a part of something much bigger than you, and yet all of those people who work at the airport have to be able to work together in order to make the whole thing work?
Oh, yeah. It's 100%. It's a team effort here. I mean, we've all been here 20 years, and we kind of know almost what one another's thinking, because we spend a lot of time with, our union brothers, and we have a good team at Airline Services, and we all work together to, try to get the job done, quicker.
Well, listen, Tom and Steve, you and your team have really gone above and beyond to help out a stranger with this woman with her diamond. And you work every day to give people the feeling that they're going to be fine when they come to the airport. They can afford to enjoy and think of the whole flight because you guys are going to make it work. And I salute you. And I hope the people listening will be inspired by your kindness. I know I am. And thank you so much for being here on American Voices.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Bill.
Thank you.
To find out more, visit us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is American Voices with Senator Bill Bradley. On Instagram, it's Bill Bradley on Sirius XM.
I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go.
Thank you for listening to American Voices here on my YouTube channel. For more interviews celebrating the goodness and creativity of the American people, click the subscribe button below.